Fort Myers is a big small town where everybody knows each other. Today we have on Dylan Moon. Dylan goes by D Moon or Bam Bam, but not Maniac. A Reddit post showing D Moon's mugshot claiming he was Maniac because of a tattoo on his head. But the call the date phone calls from prison put out, and when D Moon was arrested doesn't add up. He came up and cleared his name. D Moon's situation was a misunderstanding and he doesn't deserve to go back to prison.
Hey, how you doing, man? Hey, so we got Dylan Moon, aka is your nickname Maniac? Let's get that out of the way.
That's not my name. The only nickname I'm D Moon or Bam Bam.
D Moon or
I've
Bam Bam? Okay,
never been in my life called. I have Mind of a Maniac tattooed on my motherfucking forehead, and then
because of Boosie, right? Because of little
I
Boosie.
got yeah, and then I got Miller County Maniac because where I'm from in Lake of the Ozarks, it's Miller County, Eldon, Missouri. Miller County, they put me on the front page when I did some shit back in like 2010. It said the Miller County Maniac. Like they just did a headline. So I just got it when I was locked up. I got fucking the Miller County Maniac shit done. And, but no, with the Wade Wilson, I don't know what the fuck they're talking about, but that dude's a fucking chump. And he's been behind a steel door. He literally boys, clearly. You hear all his fucking phone calls,
Hmm.
finessing, talking about dudes and
Hmm.
being a baby. The dude's a fucking lame. Killed fucking two helpless fucking ladies like a little bitch. And he's a punk ass bitch. And I've punched him in his shit on the streets. Never stole anything from him. Fucking never. I don't even know him like that. But I know him. I just know I knew him from the streets from before he got locked up and didn't even know him really like that. I just seen him at the bar scene. I'd be out at the bars and fucking I seen him a couple times and one of his homeboys bet on the Cowboys and bet $500 at Midtown Lounge, which is I think it's Southern Billiards now or some shit. It used to be called Hustlers off Santa Barbara and Cape Coral.
Yep. Yep.
And so we went in there and we were right out front and I was checking the dude about the money. I'm like, what's up with the money? And then he said, yo, step back. And he like put his hand on my chest to like make me back up. And I just stole off on his ass and dropped him right in front of the place. And that's why I'm not even allowed there. You can call the management of fucking Midtown Lounge and ask him about it. It was in like fucking probably 6 months before he got locked up for that shit. But
Now,
I've only
yeah.
seen him in jail one time, and that was whenever we passed each other in court. He's been behind a steel door. He's 5 South. Anybody that's been to Lee County Jail knows what 5 South is. That's where they like people that are like not, like in turtle suits or it just depends. I mean, you can be in 8, you can be in 5. Just depends on where you're at. But he's been behind a steel door. He's in protective custody. He's a high profile case. You're not gonna. That dude's not walking a pod, and he's been shipped off to prison. So I don't know what the fuck they're talking about, what the fuck they got going on, but I didn't fucking fraud nothing about Wade Wilson. I wouldn't even speak to that fuckboy if I seen him.
You actually seen him on the outside beat him up because there was some sports shit, and he was, they always said he's been soft, like he can't even fight, and he doesn't even know how to fight men.
He's
That's why
not
he's been
bumping at
tailing
all.
women.
I didn't beat him up. I just punched him one time in the face and dropped him, and then there was people outside, but he was like standing. He was like standing between me and a dude that had made a bet. Uh, me, and a couple of my buddies were there. And like I said, I had made the week before had made a bet, and the dude had bet me $500. And Wade wasn't there whenever I made the bet with the dude, but the night that I went back was a couple weeks later or a week later or whatever. And I seen dude, and then he started acting all loud in the bar. So I'm like, come the fuck outside. So we went outside, and then Wade got between us and like did one of these, like, hey, and I just fucking speak, dropped his ass right there, right at the front door, and then they kicked me out, and that was it.
Hey, can you show your Maniac tattoos real quick so that we get the right person so they know that this is Bam Bam, not Maniac? All right, that one. You got one on your stomach too. You
It's on my
The
chest right
KC.
here.
Oh, your chest. Oh yeah, that's right.
Casey's on there, but that's
Listen,
the
I'm a
Maniac.
Bucks
It's on my.
fan. I'm a Bucks fan, but I ain't gonna lie to you, man. That Super Bowl was crazy. But you guys are gonna win this
Yeah,
year, man. You guys are gonna win
I
this
hope
year.
so. I hope so. We got to beat the Bills this week. But yeah, I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Any of his dick swinging fans can come fight me. I live at 701. Pull up. Wade's the schemer. That dude, all them fags that he's talking to, they're he's just telling them what they want to hear, so they send him money. He's got fucking
Yeah,
15 girlfriends and 30 boyfriends. I mean,
yeah. They're saying that he gave you 5 grand to give to your nurse wife. They come back with 8 grand, and then that you ran off with it. That's what they're trying to
no,
say. That's why I'm trying to
no,
clear
my
you
my
up right
girl,
now, brother.
my girl's not even a nurse. She's a fucking bartender, and I've had the same old lady for fucking 11 years.
I am helping out a friend who in return is going to help me back, and I'm going to get my money back in like 9 days. Plus, I'm going to get interest back on it.
Yeah. Hey, I was just thinking about something. You hear me? Why the fuck do we even gotta do Western Union and shit, all this bullshit? Why the fuck when I just tell Jesse, hey Jesse, pull out the 5,000 from your shit, hand it over. We just they motherfucking meet up, and that way she can just talk to her, and give her that shit, and fuck all that. She just hand it to her. Alright, cause I'm on the phone with her now. Anyway, yeah, talk to her. Alright. Alright, yeah, because everything's good on my side. We got no problem. I'll just tell her, man, pull that shit straight from your bank account. This way, we don't have to hear nothing about, oh, Western Union locked the bank account, doesn't work, blah, blah, blah. Nah, pull the money out, hand it to the girl. Alright.
Got 2 kids
You
with
got a
her.
beautiful family, bro. You got a beautiful
Yeah,
family. Let's just get to that.
the dude's a fucking clown. So whatever they're talking about, I really, to be honest with you, I don't know how. I mean, my buddy
Did he?
Brett
Is
Dahl
he
has the
unforgiven?
same.
Do you think he's unforgiven?
They say he is, but I mean, Debo. I know. I don't think Debo's the head of Unforgivens anymore. But anybody, Jonathan Barker, that's in Florida prison knows who Debo is. Um, Debo would slap the fucking taste out of that dude's mouth. So I highly doubt that he's a real Unforgiven. He might be patched in by somebody that says they're unforgiven, but shit's so watered down on in so many gangs. Not saying that Unforgiven itself is, but there's people that claim to be shit that they're not. You know how many people that said I'm blood, I'm a crip, they ain't shit. They're if they got if they were around real motherfuckers that were really clicked up, they wouldn't be repping that shit and they'd cover it up. But that's the thing. He's never gonna walk a yard. That's why whenever he didn't want to get the only reason why he doesn't want the if you get the death penalty, you don't walk the yard. You can get life and walk the yard. That's why he's gonna give his. I don't remember. Did they give him the death or no?
Yep. Yes, sir.
So he's gonna appeal that and he'll give it back. It's called giving it back. He'll give it back and it'll be granted. He'll get it. He'll give it back and then he'll get to walk the yard. But then when he walks the yard, that's a death penalty in itself because he gonna get stuck up. He gonna get wet up for sure.
Even in PC.
He's not gonna. He's when he if he gives the death sentence back, he'll walk the yard and then he'll be around people. He's gonna get. Trust me, dude. As much
I know.
publicity,
I believe you. I
there's gonna.
100% time. You've done a lot of time, so I do believe you.
He's the dude is a fucking. I mean, I'm probably gonna be going back to prison for some charges that I have right now, but.
Thousands of dollars from people, and now his victims are talking to us, and they tell us he's been doing this for a while. This is Dylan Ray Moon. Right now, he's accused of fraud and grand theft.
But I'll never see him. I'll never be where he's at, because he's obviously a lifer. So I'm not ever gonna see him. None of us that are watching this that will watch this are ever gonna see that motherfucker. I mean, he might be able to see this if he gets a jike in prison, but if he does, fuck you. He already knows who I am. I don't really give a fuck. He knows he's a bitch, and that's why he keeps his mouth shut when he's in court because all these ladies think he's good looking. Tell him to fucking open his grill up. His shit's all fucked up. But yeah, dude's a punk. Anybody that fuck, I mean, you can put my phone number on there, my address. I don't give a fuck. Pull up. Any of his boyfriends or girlfriends, Red Rover, bring your asses right over.
So anything we could do for you. So you got to open, you got a case, but man, to me, when I seen your profile, I'm like, dude, this dude's a good dad. Dude, if anything, you doing docs, and so what if you fucking scam somebody? You don't deserve to fucking go up the road for a long time, bro.
No, it wasn't even. The thing is with my shit is, basically I built some docks, and the hurricane happened and fucked up the docks. And then 2.5 years later, they charged me because I didn't fix the docks that the hurricanes fucked up. And I basically told the customers when it happened, that I'm not replacing your fucking $40,000-$50,000 dock for free because of a fucking natural disaster. But because the permits weren't closed out on those three docks, because we had tons of docks that I had built that didn't get fucked up, but some of them did. Tons of people's seawalls, tons of people's docks, and every company, every company had some of their docks and shit get messed up. But if the permits were open still, technically they weren't closed out. Technically you're still liable, which is bullshit. You shouldn't be because you built it. They just hadn't finalized your permit. So I told them, and I didn't know this. So I told them, I'm like, I'm not fixing it for free. I'll work with you. Obviously, I'm not going to charge you full price, but I'll come pound the pilings back down or whatever. But people that had materials there that were sitting there, if they got washed away and shit, there was a lift for one dude that I can't speak on his name because of my case. I can't bring his name up, but he had a fucking 54,000 pound lift, bro. If you look up the lift, bro, the fucking lift alone's fucking $40,000. The bitch just disappeared. Then I found out that he sold it to the same dude that invested in my company that I built his dock that's on the cover of Wear Deck. His name's Corey Johnson, lives in Lakeville, Minnesota. The dude Ponzi schemed and went to federal prison for Ponzi scheming for $80 million. He's the dude that fucking set me up with all this shit and turned around and snaked my ass. And then I, looked into him afterwards. I didn't look into him at the time being because the dude had millions of dollars and shit. But you look up Corey Johnson, Johnston, Lakeville, Minnesota. The dude Ponzi schemed for almost $80 million. So they're talking about me for wanting to give me 8 years for $120,000 worth of docks that I didn't fix, which it ain't like I just took their money and ran. I did this. I built the shit or delivered the shit, and bro, I can't afford to fix your shit off my own dollar because of a hurricane. Me for scheme to defraud and grand theft. I'm like, the fuck, I didn't scheme nobody or fraud nobody. I just told him I wasn't fixing it for free. Anybody with a normal brain or like really would know me, like that ain't what I didn't fucking scam nobody, dude. I'm not a scammer. I'm a hustler. I work. I make money. I
It
don't
looks
need to
like you've
scam
always
nobody.
had money. Like every time, I'm looking at your shit. You've always had money. So why would you need to
I
scam somebody?
I I've worked and I always have a knot in my pocket. You know what I mean? I keep money on me and fucking now. I mean, after all this shit, all this shit happened. Of course, I was fucking all my shit was gone. My barge was gone. My company was down. They're blasting me on these pages. I fucking get no work and shit. Like it's a big hit on me because of the news and shit, but they don't know the real story and they don't care about the real story. They look at me and I mean, they're like, yeah, they look at my fucking, I got fucking 80 pages of NCIC and fucking been to prison multiple times and shit. They just think I'm a fucking criminal, which, yeah, I've been a criminal, but I'm a good dad. I work and bro, I'm not a thief. Like, I don't steal. And like, and I don't lie about shit. Like, the reason why people don't like me is because I don't tell people what they want to hear. I tell people what the fuck I think, whether they like it or not. And that's why people don't like me. There's tons of people that have tons of friends because they just collude and go with whatever the fuck agenda or whatever the fuck they want to hear. And they're cool with them. If I don't like something about somebody or something, I don't always fucking, say it out because it's not my play. I'll leave it alone and just not even talk about it if it's not my business. But if you bring it to me or you speak to me about something and I don't agree with it, I'm not gonna fucking be like, oh, you're cool. No, I'm gonna tell you that's just no, it ain't. And that's why a lot of people like me for it, and a lot of people hate me for it. It is what it is. I'm me the same. I'm the same motherfucker every day of the week. So
Well, I'm gonna put your Cash App up here too. We're gonna get you some donations, man. Because, dude, they again, this is not Maniac. This is Bam Bam. He's from KC. He lives in Lee County now. He's a father. He's a hard worker. He's not the one they're trying to say that was
they
talking to
got
Wade
me.
Wilson through the cell.
They got me fucked all the way up. I have no idea what the fuck they're talking about. Hey, tell them to call. Tell them to call. Or well, they can't call him well, unless he's got a jack, like I said. But when he calls them, any of you girls or boys that got him on your shit, that he's one of your pen pals or whatever the fuck y'all, his wife to
The
be,
kiosk club.
yeah, whatever you are, yeah, exactly, whatever the fuck you may be, you ask him if it's me. Take a screenshot and send it to him. He's gonna tell you, no, that ain't the dude I'm talking about. Promise you that. He knows who I am, for sure. But he's
Yeah,
gonna
he
tell
knows your
you,
fist.
yeah, but he does not know. He's not gonna tell you that I'm affiliated with the maniac that he's. I know exactly who he's talking about, the maniac he's talking about, and I'm not gonna disclose that because I don't be snitching, but
Right.
I know who he's talking about, but that's not me. Um, and all y'all that think it is or have affiliated me with this situation with him, no, I have no connections with that dude whatsoever.
Yes, sir.
Whatsoever.
Hey, so Wade trying to say he got set up and didn't do these crimes by some organization. He's throwing people under the bus, he's snitching. You know what I'm saying? He's doing a lot of snitching behind that cell.
He's been doing that, dude. Been doing that. He's been shooting kites since day one. His own dad told on him, bro. Like, come on. I know Christine Melton. I don't know her like that. Victims, and then the other girl, the Ruiz chick. I know
Diane
Scott
Ruiz,
Hannon.
yep.
Yeah, his or her boyfriend, husband, whatever at the time, Scott Hannon. I built docks with him at Holly Construction, and I've known him for a long time. He actually went on the stand and shit. He was in the case. I know him as well, so I know. Whoa, that motherfucking car almost hit that car. I know a lot of details about the shit, but and it's not my place to speak on behalf of it, and I don't talk about people's fucking business. But involving me as far as scamming Wade Wilson, I don't fucking talk to that fucking dude. He in my opinion, all you girls and boys that love him, go for it, do what you do. But that he's a booger. And if you know what, yeah, and if you know what a booger is, you know what a booger is. He's a punk. He's the dude's anybody that'll entertain. I mean, to each their own. I mean, I don't care if people are gay or not, but the way he just, I'm
Gay
not
for
even gonna
pay.
elaborate. But he's not. I would never affiliate with that dude, and that's why I don't believe he's an Unforgiven either. But who knows? I mean, maybe fucking he is an Unforgiven, but he did all that shit for exactly what he's getting, money.
Right, right.
He one thing about him, he's got paid over all of this, so he's gonna be set on them books for a while. He's not getting a state check; they're gonna be taking it.
Yeah, the son of Sam, right?
You know, anybody that has any other questions, you got my phone number, so you just call me. But uh, yeah, I don't know what the fuck I don't know what the fuck they got me situated with it for just because I got Maniac tattooed on me. I got Boosie lyrics, fucking. I got fucking touchdown to Coliseum. I mean, I got a bunch of fucking Boosie lyrics tattooed on me. I like Boosie, but
Boosie's like a
no,
big
I'm not
influence.
Maniac.
Boosie ran our hoods in Florida. See, I'm from Bradenton. Like, we jammed Boosie our whole life. Me and you were just about the same age.
You know, that's what I'm saying.
So,
Is like, just because people have shit tattooed or whatever does not mean that's their call name or their fucking nickname or their, you know what I mean. I'm not Maniac. That's anybody. You can call around and ask anybody in Lee County if they've ever heard me nicknamed or be called Maniac. No, I have Mind of a Maniac and I have Miller County Maniac tattooed on me, but that's so does my homeboy Brett. We got the same matching tattoo on our forehead because we bumped Boosie. That's it. So yeah, but yeah, all y'all that are supporting him, why don't y'all send me some motherfucking bread too while you're at it?